Our guys inside said it took about 50 kilos of heroin.
Someone's having a party tonight.
In the city's most corrupt precinct.
You used to work for Internal Affairs. How'd you know who you could trust?
Two honest men are about to bring justice to the law.
I want to catch all these guys at once. Stick it to them.
No sunshine in this home. Only dark.
Exit wounds.
We also have Seagal in common. I know Seagal brings the same energy to the set that Schwarzenegger brings. I'm kidding, of course.
Really? I know one thing about Seagal, what I did Exos, and he's so weird, but I was looking at him like, I could definitely take him. You know, he's huge now. He's full on Vladimir Putin suck up, and you know, but he's a weird guy. He's different. And DMX, my trailer was between DMX and Steven Seagal, and you could not have had a more diverse. This DMX's music, he played his own music, and then Steven's in there with his guitar, and I tell some funny stories about Steven, and then a couple years ago I get a call from this agent in Europe. He's like, Steven wants to know who's paying you to tell stories about him. I go, nobody's paying. I do that for free. I tell stories about everything. Well, we want to set up a handshake with you guys or a lunch or whatever. And I'm like, I'm good. I am good. He has to do nothing for me. I don't, it's all good. We are going to do that. And so he didn't do the next movie in the series. Joel Silver produced all these movies in a row, same directors, a lot of same actors. And the next one was called Cradle to the Grave, which Steven should have, gotten along better because Exit was also #1. Like it made money. And they brought in Jet Li to be the action guy. And Jet Li is this tall. His hands are that big, and he can beat the shit out of everybody. Like, he was a judo champion of all of China. He's the real deal.
Right.
And I love working with Jet Li. I had a crush on him, love working with him. And he even when they were rehearsing, him and the MMA guys, who I knew, Tito and Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz, he goes, let's do, usually you go half speed rehearsal, but he had everything choreographed so he could go up this. And he went more than half speed. And they're so much bigger than him, they could not get their hands on him because he'd get behind him and do this thing with their hands. They'd have to submit. Like, he was so fast. And so there was a lot of respect for those guys for him too, which is always good to see.
Yeah. So I remember being at Warner Brothers and Exit Wounds was taken off. And one of the conditions in the feature development building was that Seagal had to learn dialogue. I remember that's how it was put in the meeting. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, and I was new. I'd started in 2000. So I'm like, wait, what? Does he not know? I hadn't met him yet. Does he not know? But he would do something very interesting. If he wanted to get noticed, he would set up a beach chair outside of the stage.
Of course.
And go say hi to the tour and give them an experience. And I actually thought that was pretty endearing.
Well, Joel Silver made a $75,000 back then piece for, because he was thinning up here. Really nice. Like, I wish I had it. Like, I would wear that and Seagal, his ego would not allow him to wear it, but he did color his own hair with a black Sharpie. I swear to God. And when the movie premiered on the big screen, you could see like a half inch of black Sharpie. It pops out on the big screen. Wow. So that was a funny thing. My ego is too big to use this piece, but I will color my hair in. So that's, but he's I wish it was best.
This is Peter Coyne from The Godfathers. NMOSD is a killer. Help find a cure for NMOSD and with it cancer. Please go to the Guthrie Jackson Foundation and donate today. Thank you.